On this episode of New England Living,
what I love most about art is that you live with it. It's an asset that you can really experience and enjoy. Oh, we got a blue egg! Yay! A blue one!
So here it is, the Allura Grayson. We serve whole, big roasted ribeyes, whole lobsters, big sides of salmon.
Okay, why am I holding this ridiculous?
We're gonna make something called nudie.
Welcome to New England Living. I'm Parker Kelly. And I am passionate about art, architecture, and design. I also love to travel, meet new people, and I'm definitely a foodie. Join me each week as I travel all over this beautiful region, showcasing the most spectacular homes and meeting the key players involved in creating them. To top it off, I'll cook up some delicious dish with a chef, and we'll finish it off with a celebration of it all. I'm Parker Kelly, and this is New England Living.
New England Living is brought to you by Clark, Sub-Zero and Wolf, and Kohler Signature Store by Supply New England. And of course, please stop into the all-new Seven Tide in the Seaport District in Boston.
Today I'm on my way to the southern tip of Maine, to a town called York. Settled in 1624 by Europeans, York is one of the nation's oldest towns. With a population of about 12,000, it is said to balloon to more than 50,000 in the summer months. The Yorks, as they're often referred to, consist of what were once 4 smaller communities. York Village, which has many historic buildings and upscale shops, York Beach, with attractions like souvenir shops and arcades for tourists, Cape Nettic, which is mostly residential, and York Harbor, with historic homes and large estates. Only 1 hour north of Boston and 5 hours north of New York City, York is a pretty quick trip for New Englanders and has a lot to offer and a lot to explore. I'm on my way to meet homeowners Kara and Mike in their modernized and renovated 1922 farmhouse that sits on a tranquil 16 acres overlooking the York River. Kara is an Emmy and Grammy-nominated singer, songwriter, and former American Idol judge. Mike is a former art teacher turned general contractor. The energy and creativity and talent in this duo is evident in their home. The couple bought the home about 2 years ago after its renovation. The home has a wide open floor plan and lots of windows that take advantage of the incredible view. Although they had renovated homes in the past, they simply adored this one just the way it was. And it didn't take much to make it their own, with paint, paper, treasured furnishings, and a good deal of art. We're going to meet the homeowners, take a tour of this spectacular property, and then Mike and Kara are going to turn their kitchen over to a local chef and me, and we're going to cook up a delicious meal and celebrate New England living in York, Maine.
Hi.
Oh, hi.
How are you?
I'm well.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to
We
meet
actually
you.
give hugs.
Oh, thank you. I love that. This entry is stunning. This setting is stunning. And when I look, I see art everywhere.
Yeah. You know, Mike did all these paintings.
Oh, he did.
He has another piece that he actually lit up.
I love the copper tones with
Yeah.
the beadboard on the ceiling,
Yeah.
too. That looks really nice together. Kara is not only a prolific and talented songwriter, but also confident and self-assured when it comes to her interior design, which is bold, colorful, and brimming with artwork and strong, curvaceous sculptures.
What I love most about art is that you live with it. It's an asset that you can really experience and enjoy, especially this piece that we're looking at.
I love that piece.
We always try to count the faces. So you can count, like, here's 1,
Okay, yeah, I see that.
2. And the thing is that whatever time of day you look at it, it looks different. If you've had a few drinks, you find some more faces. This was my office, and now it's a playroom. And this is an artist named Wolfgang Tillmans. It's actually a photograph, and I'm constantly moving my kids' stuff away from it, so we just jam it. But I think it's, you know, I want him to grow up with these things and to be looking at him and for his friends to come over. Here's some of his stuff there, and it's over here, and it gets all over the floor, but I cleaned it up for you guys a little bit.
I'd like to leave it if it's messy too. I miss walking on Legos, quite frankly.
Yeah.
The 6,000 square foot home includes an entire first floor, perfect for entertaining. The kitchen dining area runs about 38 feet by 23 feet and has a grand center island made of 4-inch thick butcher block, affording ample space for entertaining.
This is incredible.
Pretty amazing, huh?
Nothing feels fussy, but at the same time, there's such an elegance and such a just a style. It's a really
Thank you.
great
Thank you.
space.
What you want to do is you want people to feel like they can come in and basically go, okay. You know, you don't want them to feel like they can't touch things or they can't move in certain ways. Yeah, and that they can come into the kitchen and they're invited into the kitchen. You know, you could just jump right up and sit on the counter. You know what I mean?
Yes.
You want it to feel like that, like
Yes.
we would just be hanging out. These spaces are all designed for you to just enjoy, you know, look at the water. It's cool, right?
Yeah, it is.
Hear the piano, and then of course the fireplace. I love a fire during the winter.
And well, this feels like a really interesting like hotel in a way too, and I don't mean that in a personal
Yeah.
way. I just mean because the creating small spaces and intimate spaces is so important.
I think it's inviting for
Yes.
people, and I think when you have a bigger room, what you don't want to do is make it feel cold.
Yeah, and have everyone cling to your wall
Exactly.
because they don't know where to go in the big open space.
Yeah, they're kind of
And
like,
now you've
"Oh."
taken away the big open spaces and made it nice and intimate.
Not only does the home have a collection of modern art, but Kara also makes sure to pay homage to the past with many heirloom family portraits and furniture.
There's some really important things in this room, you know, that have been handed down to me and that really mean a lot to me. This is my great-great-grandfather. He's thinking, he's watching. Right over the fireplace is a painting that my grandmother had over her fireplace. So in some ways, this whole area right here,
There's a space to
yeah.
honor.
And those are old books from my grandfather that I put up there. If you look through them, I can actually see my grandparents' handwriting in here, so I keep it there. And this was my mother who passed away when I was 26. So I like to keep all of these old things nearby. I think they give the home a lot of personality.
I have a
and-
space like that in my house also.
Yeah. So this is actually an interesting, yeah, it's a piece of art. I'm going to call it a piece of art.
Okay.
It's the ember from the fire when I first met my husband. He saved a piece of it. In my head from the first time that we met.
I mean, I thought that was just your emotion. Like,
No.
here's
Yeah, there was
fire.
actually a fire. I said it was a mating call. He said it was a fire because he was cold.
Oh.
I'm going to go with mine.
So memories everywhere too.
Yeah.
Memories, stories,
Memories
all
and
part.
stories. Well, you know, as a songwriter, that's my whole life. I tell stories.
When the couple's young son Grayson came home from school, the first thing he wanted to do was check in on the family's chickens and see if they laid any fresh eggs.
Hold them on.
Sure enough, there were a bunch, including a special blue one.
Oh, we got a blue egg! Yay! No, it's not a Is that cool? How many eggs there? Can you count them?
1, 2, 3.
3 eggs! Wait. Oh! Whoopsies. Whoopsies.
4 eggs.
Coming up,
Kara calls this my office. She doesn't know what I'm doing. I could be changing the oil, or I could just be sitting in the boat having a beer.
This is a great place to just be.
It can be anything here. You know.
It'd be nice if the whole world was that way. Yeah, now these look like something I would be afraid to. I'd think, oh, the birds should eat it and I might die.
Getting started on a new kitchen project? Let us evaluate how you use your kitchen to make sure your update will work for you. Let a trained Kohler professional help you create the best design to suit your needs. This tip is brought to you by Kohler Signature Store, by Supply New England.
With 8 generations of exquisite craftsmanship, Kumar brings a whole new meaning to passion and precision. Their treasures come from remote corners of the earth, traveling across many oceans. The Kubi family brings to the United States the largest selection of exotic stones. Kumar, when only the finest will do.
Shoreline Pools has become Cape Cod's largest builder.
They're a team of dedicated and creative professionals that build pools where memories are made and good times are shared with friends and family. They specialize in 3D design, so you can see what pool will fit the best for your home. Shoreline Pools doesn't just build pools, they build dreams.
I had a beautiful night's stay last night at Stage Neck Inn, and now I'm headed back over to Mike and Kara's house. Mike's going to give me a tour of his favorite spots. I thought I'd stop here on Wiggly Bridge. We can see it from their beautiful property, and it connects us to Steedman Woods, a nature reserve with biking and walking trails. Mike is multi-talented and has a keen eye for detail. As we strolled, we talked about the landscaping. Now, so what do you grow in here?
Some beets, some tomatoes, we had squash over here.
The nearly 200 feet of floating docks that he maintains, and many other things. What's your favorite feature of the home architecturally?
I really like the what they did with the porch up there, you know, with the arch on the top. It's just wide open. You can walk out, have the doors open, and wind coming in. So I'll show you my very favorite part of the house. So here's the dock, which leads to the boat, which leads to the water. You've got boats going by, you have...
Wiggly Bridge.
You've got the Wiggly Bridge over there, yep.
What a spot, though. Look at that. I love that you're a boater. Of course, you know.
Yeah, I love boating.
It's another way to enjoy
and
life.
Fishing.
The fishing there with the eddy, that's pretty nice.
Yeah, it's actually one of the reasons why we ended up purchasing this property is because of this little eddy. It's really based on that. Kara doesn't really know about it, but... So here it is.
Alora
This is
Grayson.
The Alora Grayson.
Named after the two kids.
Yep, Alora my daughter and Grayson my son.
That's a beautiful name.
Kara calls this my office.
Oh, this is where you
So
do
when
it.
I have to go to my office, it's like, she doesn't know what I'm doing. I could be changing the oil or doing the zincs or something, or I could just be sitting in the boat having a beer, but she doesn't know because you can't see.
Well, I did know in college there was a bar called the Library, intentionally.
Yeah.
So when the roommates' parents called, oh, they're at the library. You know, so
I
this
think
is your
I've been
office.
there. I've been to that. I spent 6 years in the library. So this is the lobster boat. This is the one we spend most of the time with. We go out, pull the pots.
This little runabout's perfect.
Yep, it's perfect.
And Gray's going to get on that and eventually be able to just tool around.
Yeah, he'll be all over the place. Eventually, this is going to be his marina once the floats are in
Is that the plan?
good shape. Yep.
Yeah, well, because York has to be welcoming for boaters, so you'll take that.
Definitely.
That's a good
Definitely can use
long-term
more dock space in York, and this is a good spot. So.
That's awesome. Well, this is great. Thank you. After our tour, Mike decided to take a cruise on his motorcycle. There were still a few hours before the party. Plenty of time to take advantage of one of the last warm fall days of the season. Kara took me for a cruise on their old runabout, which was just the right speed to take in the view of this incredible property.
Part of the beauty of living in Maine is you get to stand back from everything and take a moment and kind of breathe and look at your life and your business in a sort of macro way.
Transcending.
Yeah,
Seeing it in big picture.
Exactly, and not.
Minutia.
I just can't imagine my life any other way now. Here we go. I just love it here so much. I can't imagine living anywhere else. York found us, you found Mike and I. Took a wrong turn and we ended up here. And
You have to trust the process, right?
oh, always.
Everything happens for a reason.
All happens for a reason. You just gotta let go. This place is a lot about letting go.
I talked to one woman in town today, and she said, this is a great place to just be.
Yeah, it's very accepting. It's a very accepting place. You can be anything here, you know.
It'd be nice if the whole world was that way.
I mean, look at that. So beautiful. Yay! Safe! I just love to go out there and kind of...
And that's your speed. It's nothing too pretentious, just a little runabout getting lobsters. And how are you at actually harvesting the lobsters?
We pull them up. I mean, it's a good workout, but I much prefer the lobster boat to the other boat.
Yeah.
It's kind of more me. Yeah. If I had to pick, I would definitely choose the lobster boat.
I have to say, you've created a great life here.
We work really hard. That's something I think my husband and I really respect about each other. I want my child to have that example. And the only way to instill that in a child is for them to see it in you.
Yeah, you're modeling it every day.
Nothing but hard work got us here.
Gratitude. Yeah. I'm gonna cry, girl. Okay.
Coming up.
We like to source our products very carefully. Local farms, backyard farms, people that just grow some blueberries. Now, would you like to grate some cheese and show everybody how easy it is? There you go.
Look at that.
We celebrate the gifts that these two fantastic artists have.
Innovation, technology, design. It is why the Seaport District is the fastest growing area in Boston. It's also the reason we selected the Innovation District as the home of Seven Tide. If you're looking for a one-of-a-kind experience filled with design inspiration, a place where you can explore, see your ideas come to life, this is the place. Think of Seven Tide as a design adventure for your home, featuring the most trusted top-tier brands in their industries. For homeowners and designers alike, it's a unique approach to home design. You can visit Clark's newest Sub-Zero and Wolf showroom and test kitchen, giving you hands-on access to the world's finest appliances, or take in the country's first experience center for Marvin Windows and Doors. Our goal is to provide inspiration in an exceptional space that offers a relaxed and very personal experience. We don't sell anything here. If you like what you see, we'll refer you to an authorized dealer. But while you're at Seven Tide, there's no pressure. Even the parking is complimentary. We want to cultivate an atmosphere that's free from anxiety so you can focus on what's right for the design of your home. New England has some of the finest designers in the country, and here you'll see an exciting array of their work in full-scale kitchens. You'll be able to see, touch, and even taste your kitchen design. Both inside and out, Seven Tide offers the perfect setting to bring your ideas to life. We want you to rethink what's possible. Adjacent to Clark, you'll find Marvin Windows and Doors. They offer a high-tech, high-touch experience that invites you to reset your expectations for what a home can be. After visiting Marvin, you'll never think about windows and doors the same way again. Whether you're a homeowner or a designer, building a new custom home or remodeling, we invite you to come experience the possibilities. Come be inspired, be informed, and ultimately be at home at Seven Tide.
For more information for your home inspiration, visit seventide.com. Yours by design.
So I had a chance to pop in with Brian Sleeper, and he's the general contractor on River's Edge, this beautiful project, and I'm in his office right here in York. So tell us about this project.
The project itself was an old farmhouse that got added on to many times.
Well, they did that in the old days, right? They had a lot of small rooms, and then they just kept adding on as family grew or money grew. Or
that was the MO there. They, you know, in those days, one room, heat one room, everybody gathered in one room. Now it's just one big open concept. So you could walk in the front door and see 90 feet of open space right to the river.
And what a spectacular spot, though. River's Edge is aptly named.
Yes, without a doubt. I think it's got a 200-foot dock, deep water, and it's got a lot of land around it.
Yeah, so tell me a little bit about your favorite features that you've added.
The nicest outcome and finish was the kitchen area. It was a small kitchen, and we opened it up and had this huge 14-foot, 4-inch butcher block island.
That is gorgeous.
Yeah. When the custom cabinet maker brought that in, he said, make sure you got at least 20 guys there, because it was about 800 pounds. Yeah. It's the centerpiece of the house.
Beautiful work, beautiful project. Nice to meet you.
Nice
Thank
to
you
meet
so
you.
much.
Thank you, Parker.
Brian Sleeper.
One of Kara and Mike's absolute favorite restaurants is up the road in historic Kennebunkport, in a special place called Earth at Hidden Pond. I had a chance to visit the restaurant, as well as Hidden Pond Resort, a collection of luxury cottages set on 60 acres. Justin, the executive chef, is known for his soulful dishes with textured flavors.
We like to source our products very carefully. Local farms, backyard farms, people that just grow some blueberries. And then on the property here we have a couple different plots with some interesting old world herbs and kind of fun edibles and some rare things as well.
As we harvested some organic vegetables for the evening's meal, we talked about his style and philosophy on cooking.
Yeah, so this is one thing we're using tonight in the salad, which is kale. It's something that a lot of farmers like to grow, but if you can come out and pick it right here and serve it an hour or two later, it's quite a different thing.
Now what about that center part? I know some people use kale strippers.
I don't know. That's one of the philosophies about the food here is, serve it how it comes. We serve whole, big roasted ribeyes, whole lobsters, big sides of salmon. Yeah, beautiful stuff.
That's awesome. Beautiful. Now, how many years have you been a chef?
Well, I started working in the restaurant business in 1991. And I worked in a place in Saratoga, New York for a bunch of years, and then I moved to Maine in 1998, and I've been here ever since. And we're so hidden and so off the beaten path, and we kind of beat to our own drum because we're not part of the trends. We sort of do what we want. And as you can see, if daikon grows or lemongrass grows or chamomile, you have to use it, and we kind of come up with new, interesting things that way.
It's like the way nature should be. It's gorgeous.
Right.
Look at that.
Yeah, amazing.
Love it.
Yeah.
So I get to help with the salad and
yeah, we can shave this later. Yeah, for sure.
Cool. And I'll tell everyone.
You picked it.
We picked it. Well, what a beautiful setting and
right?
life you've created here.
Coming up.
We look at, the gifts we have in our backyard and the people that we need to help. And those two things together really balance the evening out.
From the moment you see it, it commands your respect. You can feel its immense power. The only way to master it is to venture inside. Go ahead, dive in. The GMC Sierra. We are professional grade.
Wine expert Monique Meadows from the local shop called The Clown stopped by to talk about the wine she paired for the meal.
Both of these wines are from California. Both of these are actually female winemakers.
Really nice.
Which is really exciting. It tends to be a male-dominated field, so it's always exciting when you get female winemakers trying their hand at it. So this is Allison Crow and this is Mila Handley, and beautiful wines that actually are food friendly. Both of these wines come from cool climates in California, so the grapes get to ripen slowly. And when that happens in grapes, then flavors get to develop. Bringing wines to the table is kind of my passion. The American culture is, for a long time, been happy hour.
Yes. Yes.
Happy hour, put a glass of wine. Whereas in Europe and other countries, wine is a part of the meal. It's part of lunch and it's part of dinner, and wines are balanced to sort of be with food. Right. So it's fun to be able to pair these with tonight's meal, and hopefully everyone will enjoy them.
Well, thank you, Monique.
Thank you so much.
Thanks for being part of the party. So what do we have going on here?
So we're going to learn how to make a kale salad. We're going to start with the vinaigrette, and then we're going to show the beautiful things we picked out of the garden earlier that we can add to it.
Like the kale.
Like the kale.
All right, so get me started.
All right.
Let me get to work here.
Rice wine vinegar.
Okay.
And some lime juice, fresh lime juice, and then a little fish sauce. This is kind of the secret ingredient to the dressing. As you can see, we have all these interesting things that we picked from the garden today. So we have the daikon radish, we have the nasturtium leaves. We also have an interesting thing that's you only see it really around New England. It's called an autumn olive.
Yeah, now these look like something I would be afraid to. I'd think, oh, the bird should eat it and I might die.
It's just one of those things you learn, and you know, again, it's a regional thing, really cool. And you know this makes this dish from a summer dish into a fall dish, and it's still delicious, and you can still serve it. So we're gonna make the salad.
Yep.
So
Stop talking. Let's get going.
Yeah, we gotta make some food here.
Oh yeah, that's looking good already.
Now the cool part is you can do whatever you want. So we can, I generally like to put the nuts down first. I'll do a few tomatoes.
Yeah,
and again, like this is how we do it.
And beautiful. This is such a layer of olives. Beautiful.
Generous sprinkling of autumn olives. And then you've got a great salad
all
there.
Local.
All
healthy.
local, yep.
That's beautiful. Okay, why am I holding this ridiculous
We're gonna make something called gnudi.
Gnudi.
So we're going to add some egg yolks.
And that even looks pretty just with the salt and pepper.
Pretty just like that. Then we're going to add all the flour.
Okay.
We're going to mix that in. So you mind holding that party hat for me? Okay, we're going to fill it with some of our batter.
Yeah.
I'm going to squeeze it down into the bottom. This is the fun part. So now while those are cooking, we're going to make the sauce. A good amount of olive oil, mascarpone, and a little bit of pistachio butter. And then we're gonna add our last of the season peas. These are just blanched, crushed English peas from the garden.
So blanched gives it a nice bright color.
Yeah, it gives it a nice bright color. Then we're gonna go in here for our gnudi. So we're gonna put those right into the sauce.
Oh wow, that looks good.
And then we're gonna garnish with a little mortadella. And then again, we love our fresh flavors. These are fresh pea shoots from a local farmer. And again, we're not trying to make art here, we're trying to make delicious food. You drizzle a little bit of olive oil. I love, love, love finishing pastas with olive oil. And then would you like to grate some cheese and show everybody how easy it is? There you go.
Look at that.
And that's a dish.
As the guests began to arrive, it was clear the party was starting.
Hi! How are you? Oh my God.
Some of the guests for the party included the winner and runner-up of New England Sings, a vocal competition Cara founded to seek out regional talent and support local and national charities.
The runner-up, Colette Haynes.
Yay!
Yay! And Lexi James. She is the winner. We celebrate the gifts that these two fantastic artists have. And we also celebrate the gift of food, great food from Justin and Earth at Hidden Pond. And not only do we do that, but we also celebrate the gift that we were able to give to others. We were able to raise $40,000 for the charities. Yes, we were. And I think that's a really nice thing that we look at, you know, the gifts we have in our backyard and the people that we need to help. And those two things together really balance the evening out in health and love. And thank you all for being here. Should we eat? Eat.
And that's what it's all about. Grateful living, friends and family, and incredible food. That's New England living in York, Maine. Until next week, I'm Parker Kelly. Cheers.
Hold on to the beautiful you are and never let go. Be the difference, be the change. Refuse to be the same. Break the mold, grab a hold of your life with bone. Hey, hands, get up, stand out. Be about what you're about. Don't be moved, don't be swayed. You gotta be brave.